Hello, everyone. Welcome to a brand new episode of Ziggy with a spreadsheet. Though in this case, I don't actually have a spreadsheet. I have a contract constructor, courtesy of our friends at overthecap.com. Basically, there's been a lot of conversation. Jalen Hurts, you see here, signed a deal that made him one of the highest paid players in NFL history, the highest paid player, in fact. And exciting news for him, lots of great stuff. But one of the main things people are wondering about is what this says about Lamar Jackson. One of the biggest stories of the offseason, Lamar Jackson, people are wondering, is this good for him? Is this bad for him? There's been a lot of talk, a lot of smoke, a lot of noise, including from people like Pat McAfee, about Lamar turning down a way bigger and way better contract than this. I think that can pretty quickly be dispelled by just looking at what NFL player contracts actually look like. So in short, what I've done here is I've constructed, based on my best guess, what Jalen Hurts' contract is going to look like. I've constructed, based on my best guess, what Lamar Jackson's contract is going to look like. And we can just take a look at some of the differences and similarities, see what's going on. So first, we've got Jalen Hurts' contract here. This is based on numbers that have been reported by like Ian Rappaport and Adam Schefter. You know, we're not 100% sure about what all these numbers look like, but you can form a pretty good guess here about how this is going to work. So we give Jalen Hurts functionally like a $23.5 million signing bonus, and then give him a salary that's guaranteed for some number of years. Now, you'll notice people have been reporting saying that the guarantees are $175 million. Well, really, there's only $110 million fully guaranteed in the contract. So that's easy enough to do, right? You just give him a full salary guarantee for years 1, 2, and 3. You give him a roster bonus that becomes guaranteed in 2025 and make his 2026 salary guaranteed early on into the 2026 year. 2027, you can just make a little bit of that vest, but realistically, I mean, he's not going to get paid much, if any of this. And then 2028 is basically just a year to raise the average amount he's getting paid over the course of the year, right? This APY number. Basically, Jalen Hurts is not going to make any of this money in 2028, right? You notice there's nothing guaranteed here. They can just cut him for free. 2027, similar. He's not going to get paid a whole lot. He's probably going to be signing an extension in 2026, or else the team's going to be trying to get rid of him. So in fact, you know, what he's really getting here is $110 million. You can reliably count on this roster bonus vesting, right? They're not going to cut him in 2024 or early 2025. The 2026 salary is likely. Then the rest, I mean, who knows? So you get a deal. You know, it looks basically like this. We can zoom in a little bit here. You can look at the cash flows. He's getting paid $64 million in year 2, $102 million in year 3 total. And basically, this is all you can count on except for another $16.5 million. So, you know, great contract. He's getting paid a lot of money, but it's not a mega deal where the Eagles are locked into Jalen Hurts for as long as his extension is going to run, right? They were already paying him this year. You can see that's why his base salary is so low. This is just like that 4th year salary pickup. He's actually probably not getting a workout bonus. We can just delete that. And then, so they're committing to him basically for 2 extra years. So then you look at what was reported for Lamar Jackson. People said there's $200 million guaranteed. There's $133 fully guaranteed. You know, this number is $110. Lamar's getting $133. So surely Lamar was offered more, right? Well, not exactly. So like, take a look at how I think this contract would play out, right? You can construct, I think, a pretty plausible contract that looks almost identical to what Hurts got paid. In fact, it's sort of in the back of my mind. I'm almost wondering if like this was the template that the Eagles used to decide what Jalen Hurts gets paid. But so the Ravens already picked up his 2022 5th year option, right? So you can't go back in time with this tool, but move all these years back by one. And you're basically getting what Lamar was offered. So the $24.3 million guaranteed, he's locked into it. Throw in a signing bonus of like $26 million. Fully guaranteed the 2024 and 2025 salaries. And Lamar Jackson, you're looking there at $133 million fully guaranteed. It's exactly what was reported. And the reason it's bigger, right, is because of this $24 million 5th year option. But Lamar was already getting that no matter what. So you look at new guarantees and you see a strange number, right? Exclude out the $24 million. And Lamar Jackson's getting like $109 million in new guarantees. Jalen Hurts, if you go back and look, we can count out his like base salary and a few extra $1 million from his rookie deal that was prorated. He got basically $105 million in new guarantees. So a difference of $5 million, not a whole lot. And again, right, if you want to get yourself up to that $200 million fully guaranteed, well, you can just throw a roster bonus in 2026 that becomes due in 2025. You can throw in a 2026 salary that gets due earlier, and then just throw some junk extension years on that Lamar's never getting paid, right? 27 and 28. You're either cutting him for like basically no dead money, or else you're renegotiating because Lamar wants to get paid again. So in either case here, no matter what you do, Lamar Jackson's making basically what Jalen Hurts gets paid. So you ask, like, was the Jalen Hurts deal good or bad for Lamar Jackson or for the Ravens? I think the fact is this is just how new quarterback contracts work these days, right? Deshaun Watson and to a lesser extent Kyler Murray were sort of aberrations, right? So you can come here and just look like what Kyler Murray is getting paid. Like he's got all these per game roster bonuses, fancy roster bonuses later, but there's like a huge amount of guaranteed money that becomes guaranteed pretty early into the contract, right? You can see the running cash escalates quickly. But otherwise, like you look at Lamar Jackson and Kyler Murray, there's not going to be a huge difference. So besides the like huge outlier Deshaun Watson contract, it seems like this is just how guys are getting paid. So Lamar has a choice to make, right? If he wants, I'm sure the Ravens would be happy to basically just give him like 133 fully guaranteed 3-year contract, throw a no tag provision at the end, and basically just let Lamar get paid what he was going to get paid. But Lamar seems to want more, right? He wants a 5 or 6 year deal, $250 million guaranteed, and I just don't see that happening. It seems like this Hurts contract, I'd expect Burrow to follow this more or less. I'd expect Herbert to follow this more or less. I think this is just how contracts are built. So in short, was the Jalen Hurts contract good or bad for Lamar Jackson? I think neither. I think that nothing's going to change in the negotiations. If Lamar wants that fully guaranteed deal, it's what he's going to get. Otherwise, he's just going to have to suck it up and accept that he's not going to get paid what he wants. In any case, this is Ziggy Ziegler from the Paul Farrington Show. Hopefully this was helpful. You can like, comment, subscribe, do all the sorts of things that help boost our engagement. And we'd really appreciate it. If you like this content, let us know. And let us know how you feel about the Jalen Hurts deal, right? You think this was a good contract? Are you willing to lock into him for 3 or 4 years? Do you think that Lamar Jackson should be asking for more than Jalen Hurts, right? He's got a better track record. You might think he deserves it more. Should Lamar just suck it up and sign a deal? We're curious what y'all think. In any case, thanks for joining us, and we're looking forward to putting out a couple other shows this week. See y'all.